Good morning all, how are you? So today we are going to start with the new topic, variation. As all of you know, what is the word meaning of variation? Variation means differences, is it? All of us, we are belonging to the same species, human beings, but you can see millions of differences among all of us. Even though you are belonging to the same family, lot of difference between the siblings, between your sister and brother, is it? So, these differences in the organisms belonging to the same species. Again, the differences in organisms belonging to the same species, we call it as variation. So, that is the definition of variation. Then, there are two types of variation. Okay. First is discontinuous and another is continuous. Discontinuous variation means only a number of differences you can see in that character. That means, for example, we can see the eye color. Just think, the eye color, either it can be brown or black or green or blue or silver, or we can say like very bright color. So there are maybe 5 to 6 differences you can see in the color of eye, especially the iris. Or another example is the blood group. How many different blood groups do we have? We have 4 blood groups. They are A group, B group, AB group and O group. You cannot say there is C group, D group like that. So that means there are only a limited number of differences in these groups. So that with such kind of differences we call it as discontinuous variation. So once again, discontinuous variation means we can see only limited number of differences in the individuals. And that is caused by genes only. You know that all the characters are because of genes. Last chapter we have learned about that one. So all of them, they have different genotypes. So there are only limited number of genotypes. Okay. So discontinuous variation, example, blood group, and the cause is, it is because of genetic reasons, so because of the difference in genes. Now, if you check the height of your height and your friend's height, all of you are belonging to the same class. Maybe you are just, the birthdays are also not so far, it is more or less nearer. But still you can see lot of difference in your height. Is it? That types of variation, we call it as continuous variation. That means there is no fixed number in your height. Maybe you can have, there is a low range, low value, and there is a high value, but most of you are falling in the same category. Is it? That kind of differences or variation, we call it as continuous variation. It is not mandatory that a grade 10 student must have 165 centimeter or 167 centimeter. It's not like that. It can be 165.5, maybe 0.2 like that. So that kind of variation, we call it as continuous variation. And you have learned there are 2 alleles to determine the height of a person. And of course, the genes are playing an important part in the height, but at the same time, the kind of food that you eat also playing an important part. So that means continuous variation can be caused by both by genes and environment. and the example is height. So is it clear? There are two types, discontinuous and continuous. Discontinuous means there are only limited number of phenotypes expressed, that is blood groups, and it is caused by genes alone. And continuous means you can get a lot of phenotypes, it's very different. There are many ranges, like many phenotypes you can see. As example is height, and it is caused by both genes and environment. Okay. Now, next is about the mutation. Have you heard of mutation? You might have heard of sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia means you know that the red blood cells are of biconcave shape, so that it doesn't have nucleus, so that it is getting a lot of space to carry oxygen. In sickle cell anemia, the red blood cells, the shape is changing. It is getting like a sickle cell shape, like you know sickle cell, that is that shape. That means it cannot carry oxygen. Okay, and this is, so there is a gene to determine the shape of red blood cells. If there is any change in the gene, then the shape of red blood cell will be different. Like there is a gene to determine the shape of red blood cells. If there is any change in the gene, the shape of the red blood cell will be sickle cell. So, this change, a sudden change is known in the genes, it is known as mutation. For example, sickle cell anemia, it is simply because of a sudden change in the gene. So, it is gene mutation. And there is another one more type of mutation known as chromosomal mutation. You have learned about chromosome. Chromosomal mutation means the whole chromosome is changing. You might have seen some children with Mongolic look, just like their eyes and their nose, it will be just a bit suppressed, depressed like that. So, that kind of children, that is known as Down syndrome children. This Down syndrome is caused by because of chromosomal mutation. You have learned, when you learned the last chapter, you have learned how the meiosis occurs. We have 23 pairs of chromosomes in each cell, and at the time of gamete formation, from each pair, 23 pairs of chromosomes, out of each pair, each of them are separated and go into daughter cells. So, during meiosis, sometimes the 21st pair of chromosome, it will not get separated. As a result, when maybe some of the daughter cells, they will get 22 chromosomes, and some of them will get 24, because the 21st chromosome, both of them, they are going to one daughter cell. So, they will have, one of the daughter cell will have 24 chromosome and one of the daughter cell will have 22 chromosome. That means it doesn't have 21st. So, the 21st chromosome is going to here. Both of them, they are going to this daughter cell. So, at the time of fertilization, if the other gamete is having 23, the zygote will be having 45 chromosome, and if the other gamete fertilizes this, it will have 47 chromosome. So, this condition, so the zygote, all the body cells will have 47 chromosomes. So, children with 47 chromosomes in all cells, we can say it as Down syndrome. So, here what is happening? As a chromosome full, it is going to one cell. So, such kind of mutation, we call it as chromosomal mutation. Okay. The process of mutation are, so I'm going to rub this. The causes of mutation, as you know, there are radiations. Okay, radiations, they say it's the main cause of mutation, because even though we are living inside a house, like you know that the rocks in the soil everywhere, some elements which are radioactive will be present. So when this building, it is made of like bricks and cement. So bricks we are getting from the earth. So all these contain some kind of radioactive substances. So we are always exposed to radiations. So radiations are one reason for mutation or one cause of mutation, and another one we can say heavy metals like mercury, lead, all these things, if it enters into our body, it can also cause some change in the DNA or genes, or some chemicals also. They can make mutations. So the things they make mutations, we call it as mutagens. So which are the mutagens? Main mutagens: radiations, then chemicals, and also we can say heavy metals like mercury and lead. So this is the topic variation. So which are the points? Definition, types of variations, then mutation and mutagens. Only 4 points, and these notes will be sent to you shortly. Okay? Okay, bye.